Determined by the Wig Company in the color Glazed Cinnamon. Let's get started. Determined sits just above my shoulders. It is layered. It's got a wave just enough to make it have body and a little bit of volume. It has very minimal Permatease. In fact, this is a style that I could have used a little bit more Permatease. Determined is a style from the Wig Company's Statement collection. So this is a very affordable piece. With that, for me, I feel like comes a little bit of work. To me, this wig was not ready to wear right out of the box. I needed to figure out how I could wear it, how I was comfortable in it. That just meant wetting it down, combing through it. I've added wig wax. I think wig wax is the only thing that I've added actually. And just figuring out like where these hair fibers wanted to go. One thing, and we're gonna get into this when I show you the cap. When you have a basic machine sewn cap, the wefts are sewn in a way and then the hair is sewn onto those wefts in the direction that they want them to lie. And that usually helps form the style. I was fussing with this mainly on these sides and a little bit on the top because I couldn't get it to do what I wanted. And when I look at the style, I feel like I should be able to easily do what I wanted it to do. But when I took it off and I looked inside of it, I could see why. The wefts were sewn in a way that I was fighting against that. So we're gonna talk about that when I get into the cap. Otherwise, this is a really easy to wear style, guys. It is heat friendly, and I think we're gonna put some heat on it later on in this video. Let's talk about the color first. Gorgeous color. I've been really happy with the Wig Company's colors. So far I've reviewed Sparkle Red and Kylie, and now this is Glazed Cinnamon and Determined. Beautiful auburn color. It has just enough brunette and red for me to be comfortable in. Sometimes auburns can get a little bit too brunette for me. This one is beautiful. It has a lot of red in it, and it's got very golden tones to it. Auburns are tough with wigs because sometimes, like I said, a little bit too brunette, also a little bit on the cool side, and this one is not. It is warm, there's cinnamon, there's even some streaks to give some highlight of some golden blonde, just very subtle. Overall, you get that beautiful auburn color, and it is so pretty. Let's talk about the hair fibers and Permatease. I mentioned previously that these are heat friendly, so you can straighten it, you can add more curl. Having a heat friendly wig gives you a lot more options, especially when you have a basic cap and you're trying to figure out how it's gonna best suit your face. You can get in there with a straightener or a curling iron or one of those hot air brushes. Again, you need to look at the manufacturer's temperature on what you can use. I always just lean toward the cooler side. I just do it warm enough to have it be able to manipulate, but you still want to be careful. But heat friendly makes you just have so many more options. Permatease. I really think this one could use more Permatease, especially on top. There is Permatease, and you can see it. It's not Permatease that you're going to be able to get in there and manipulate the style using the Permatease. Any kind of volume or anything is gonna have to be done with product or maybe applying heat to it. I haven't applied any heat, but these hair fibers are light. I mean, I would say the denier is fine to medium. They are so light. And honestly, once you get it styled, it tends to just stay where you styled it. It's not like cotton candy light where it's just fuzzy and all over the place. It stays where you put it. But it also has good movement. Like, I feel like it's got natural movement. Really happy with the Wig Company's hair fibers. Let's talk about the measurements on Determined. If you go to the Wig Company's website, it says that the front pieces are gonna hang about 8 inches. The crown is got 11.5 inches. The sides have a measurement of 6 3/4 inches. It says that the back is 9.5 and then the nape is 6. And their website says that this weighs 4.2 ounces. It feels lighter than that. I feel like the average wig weight is usually about 4 ounces. This just disappears on your head. And part of the reason that this disappears on your head is this cap. It is so comfortable. I have a 22.5-inch circumference head. This, I don't have a wig grip on right now. I probably should because I'm going to be messing with it. It just fits. Let's take a look inside. Determined has a basic cap, so that's going to mean no lace front, no monofilament anywhere, open ear tabs with metal stays, no extended nape, Velcro adjusters, and then a wefted machine sewn cap. Good stretch. Okay, let's look in here. Oftentimes you can see, or not oftentimes, always, if a wig has Permatease, you're going to be able to see it when it has a machine sewn cap because you're going to see little fibers. Like right in here, like this weft has Permatease. You see those little tiny hair fibers? Permatease. I just don't see a lot of Permatease anywhere else until you get to the front. Now you see this whole row right here has got Permatease. It's just these little fibers. Usually they've got some crimping to them. This kind of just looks like it's just got some added shorter fibers in there. This is what I was talking about. Here's these machine sewn wefts, and these are all going across. If we look at it from this side, and now here from the top, you can see some Permatease right there. Okay, all of this hair on top is sewn in wefts like this that want to come forward. When I was trying to figure out how to style this, I want my wigs to go back. And so I was really fighting these wefts. And I mean, they are sewn in there tight and all going forward. So I'm gonna tell you what I did. I actually was in the car, we were on the way somewhere, and I wanted to wear this wig. I took my wide tooth comb in my hands and I went weft by weft. And I was just combing it back, and I would take literally like a row at a time, and I would comb it back, and I would use the heat from my hands, and I just kept going row by row, pushing it all back because I wanted it. And I would use the, again, heat from my hands and the comb, and I just kept going back with it. Now, I didn't steam it and I didn't apply heat to it, so that's not a permanent fix. Since it's sewn in that way, it's also not gonna stay that way. I mean, it's not going to stay that way. But it made it so that I could manipulate it a little bit better, and it wasn't so like plastered down. Like, because I just went row by row and kept combing it back like that, it just kind of loosened everything up so that even when it did kind of want to fall back into this kind of style, it looked more natural to me. So that's something to take into consideration. Also, since this is heat friendly, you could take a blow dryer, again, don't do it too hot, and get in there and mess that up a little bit. Just like blow dry it one way, blow dry it the other, blow dry it all back. I would spray it with a water bottle and then do that. And again, they're sewn in that way, so you're not gonna permanently be able to change what it wants to do. I feel like makes it look more natural. The other issue that I had, really, I got a mirror over here, is this side. I mean, it really wants to flip up. So you have this front piece here, and then some of my hair is out right here because I don't have a wig grip on, so I'm not keeping it back. And I'm okay with that. But I really had to make sure that I had this side of the hair pulled forward a little bit so that when this laid down, it had something to grab onto. If you look at the style on the website, they have it combed down, and then this is barrel waves away from the face. So if you like that style, honestly, when you get it out of the box, give it a comb, you're probably done. I wanted mine a little bit more messy. So I've just had to mess with this front a little bit, making sure the hair fibers separate from themselves, because that's the biggest problem I had, was them wanting to get with their buddy and then become one big curl, and I didn't want that. Also, so since it's a basic cap and there's Permatease right there, if the Permatease is bothering you, like you can see it, just change the part of the hair. Just cover it up. And then even if you need these pieces to be more flat against your head, since I like my hair a little bit more voluminous on top, I just let these pieces cover the front and then just right behind it, puff those up. And if you want a bang, easy peasy. I mean, cut this into a bang or take it to somebody and have it cut in a bang. I'm always really nervous to cut a bang. See, I think this works for me. It's just this right here. I mean, this is like ride the wave over here. It wants to be a statement piece right here. I'm just gonna have to just keep pulling that one back. It's cute though. Okay, so we've talked about the cap and the color, the measurements, the Permatease and the hair fibers. Determined is a cute basic piece. It is basic cap. It's very budget friendly. It's a great color. If you like this auburn color, highly recommend this color. So pretty. And then it's heat friendly. So if you don't like this style, you can change it.
Okay guys, you know what to do. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and do a little chit chat in the comments. Because what you see in the video now, it's going to become a part 2. I'm going to put some heat on this wig and see how Determined holds up to heat. Okay, see you in the next video.